One afternoon, a little boy walked into a small drugstore. He looked around, found a carton near the counter, and climbed on top of it to reach the telephone. Then, with tiny fingers, he dialed a number and began to speak politely. Boy: "Hello, ma'am. Can you please give me the job of cutting your lawn?" On the other end of the line, a kind-sounding lady replied, "I'm sorry, young man, but I already have someone who does that job for me." The boy didn't give up. He said eagerly, "Ma'am, I'll do it for half the price of the person you have now." The lady chuckled softly and said, "No, I'm very happy with the work of the person who's cutting my lawn." Still determined, the boy added, "Please, ma'am, I'll even sweep your sidewalks. You'll have the prettiest lawn in all of Palm Beach." But the lady said kindly, "No, thank you." The boy smiled, hung up the phone gently, and turned around to leave. The drugstore owner, who had been listening the whole time, walked over and said, "Son, I really liked your attitude and your positive spirit. If you want, I'll give you a job right here in my store." The boy smiled and said, "No, sir, thank you." The store owner looked surprised. "But weren't you just begging for a job on the phone?" The boy laughed and replied, "No, sir, I wasn't asking for a job. I already work for that lady. I was just checking on my performance to see if she was satisfied with my work." The store owner stood silent for a moment, amazed by the boy's honesty and dedication. Moral of the story: we should always check our own performance, find our weaknesses, and work hard to improve. True success comes from dedication, self-evaluation, and never losing the will to grow.